What's in a name, my friends? Does any celebrity or well-known person share your name? I always get a kick out of it when I hear somebody who has a famous person's name. I had a kid in my first class I ever taught at the University of Louisville. His name was James Taylor. Somebody asked me how he did in the class, Ron, and I said, he's seen fire, he's seen rain, and now he's seen an F because he never came to class. Shout out to James Taylor from the University of Louisville circa 20 plus years ago. Here's Mike Tyson. Here's my choice in the world of sports. How do you think Mike Tyson, the St. Louis Cardinals shortstop back in the 1970s, felt when the real Mike Tyson emerged in the 1980s, and for the rest of his life, he had to share the name Mike Tyson? The Yacht Rock Playlist consultant who's been on this program, his name is in fact Sean Alexander, Sean with a W. And he shares that name with friend of the program, Sean Alexander, the outstanding running back, should be in the Hall of Fame, one of the most prodigious reproducers in human history.
I was going to say, does Yacht Rock have 14 kids?
Alexander's on kid number 14. You know, I interviewed Sean down on Radio Row in New Orleans. He was the man who officially welcomed me to the Super Bowl, Ron. Pretty nice welcome to get from Sean Alexander. Roger Craig, the former New York Mets pitcher and then later manager, great pitching coach as well before that. And Roger Craig, the fine running back, the dual threat, a little bit ahead of his time in Bill Walsh's West Coast offense. He could get you 1,000 on the ground, and he could grab about 70 or 80 passes for you as well. How about Cocoa Crisp? Not to be confused with Cocoa Krispies. I'd like to see one of those Kellogg's guys grow an afro. See if they could pull it off. I got a feeling that they couldn't. Eazy-E, Eric Wright there. Key member of NWA. Also a key member of the San Francisco 49ers. And maybe you enjoyed the go-ahead home run in Game 7 of the World Series in extra innings by the man who said goodbye to his auntie and headed to Bel Air, Will Smith. If they only had a Carlton Banks in the bullpen, the LA Dodgers would be perfect. And how about the Rock family getting together? The Rock family reunion. The Chris and Kid. There they are.
The
looks like he's not sure about meeting Kid Rock there. Probably afraid he's going to get hepatitis. I don't think it travels. It's not airborne, Dwayne. You'll be okay. Oh, Nelly, it's Keith Jackson, former Philadelphia Eagles tight end, Keith Jackson. I used to have a Kenner starting lineup of him, Ron, back in the day. It was always a great day when Keith Jackson covered one of Keith Jackson's games when he was in college. Did that ever happen?
I have to guess that somebody posted Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan. Those are pretty, those are two famous Michael Jordans.
I did. I saw that. In fact, that's another one. So, yeah, duplicate names. What else? Two Dave Roberts. The Astros pitcher and the Padres infielder.
Yeah,
that was extra confusing because they were in the league at the same time.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, Ricky. I when I saw this, I thought this might be the most interesting, one of the most interesting tweets you've ever done.
They're not even the most famous Dave Roberts from Major Leagues, by the way. How about future Hall of Famer, 3-time World Series winning manager, the guy who had the steal against Mariano Rivera in Game 4 of the 2004 American League Championship Series? That Dave Roberts is another Dave Roberts in baseball.
Yeah, this is just such an interesting
How about the fact that there are two
exercise.
guys named Max Muncy in Major League Baseball?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
The Dodgers Max Muncy, and then the Oakland Athletics have a guy named Max Muncy. How many Max Muncies can there be on the fucking planet?
Clearly, two.
And they share the same birthday.
What?
And they share the same birthday, Ron. Yeah. Might be a glitch in the Matrix, is what I'm saying. Some people say that that's proof that we're living in a simulation. I can't say, but if there is a simulation going on, I can only assume that Anthony Rendon is injured there as well. Take a look at this, Ron. 35 years old. He has missed 605 of his last 810 games. That is 5 seasons worth of games, 162 times 5. In the 205 games that he has played, which is just slightly more than 25%, he has an OPS of 666. Projected to be the highest paid third baseman in the major leagues in 2026. He's going to make $38.6 million. Nice work if you can get it. You have talked, Ron, about how being a backup quarterback is the best job. How about being an injured third baseman? Just sit there on the bench with your thumb up your ass and make $38 million this year.
I mean, what's
Anthony
the Mount
Rendon
Rushmore?
Sneezes and he's out for the year.
What's the Mount Rushmore? Those two fired football coach. There's got to be enough. Deshaun Watson. There, that's your Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought you were going to give me the Mount Rushmore of injured guys. Sam
No. Mount Rushmore of best
Bill Walton, Greg
best,
Oden. Everybody who's ever been drafted by the Portland Trailblazers.
Made of glass. Yeah. Greg Oden made of glass.
Yeah.
No,
there are some guys that just get injured all the time. Yeah.
They're
right up there. Ronnie, here's one for you. Speaking of injuries, The Undertaker. Legendary wrestler Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, has revealed that he's had over 20 surgeries in his career due to various injuries sustained as a professional wrestler. And that's my answer to everybody who says that wrestling's fake.
It's not real.
It's fake. Well, are his medical bills fake? Anytime you have to go under anesthesia, it's not fake. So, they need to come up with something. I never understand the argument wrestling's fake. Do people go to the movies and just say, ooh, that's fake. Tom Cruise isn't really flying that jet. That's fake. You know this is fake, don't you? Tom Cruise, he's not a pilot. Dumbest fucking argument that anybody ever makes. Doesn't happen in any other facet of entertainment. And this is the opposite of entertainment, by the way. It's put more people to sleep than Ambien, NyQuil, and Xanax combined, Ron. I can still see Joyce Self at the front of the room at Caverna High School going on with some geometric equation.
I was going to say some graphs or something.
I read the USA Today and
some graphs.
Prepared to be the Super 70s guy years later.
Try to figure out where X meets Y.
I'm getting a little drowsy, right? I'm getting a little. I'm about ready to nod off here.
Yeah.
Just looking at that thing, it's bringing back some memories. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. There are millions who are enjoying this, and you should be among them. Every sport pretty much that you can think of, you have the opportunity to take your knowledge and turn it into cash on Prize Picks. And best of all, when you use my code Ricky and play a $5 lineup, you're going to get $50 in free lineups. That's right. Just use my code Ricky, put in a $5 lineup, and you will be rewarded with $50 in lineups on the house, because that's how it's done at Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. A subject that's near and dear to your heart, of course, I speak of women's basketball. And a new NCAA record set. I don't know if you saw this or not, but this blew my mind, and I wanted to talk about it on the program. Hannah Hidalgo of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, 16 steals in 28 minutes in a game against Akron. She also put up 44 points, by the way. She's leading the nation in scoring right now, very early on in the season. But 16 steals is a new Division I record for men or for women in a single game. The old record for the women's game was 14. She blew past that. Didn't even need 75% of the game to do it. And it got me thinking, Ron, what is the men's record? What's the real record, as you might say, Ron? And I looked it up for you. I have the answer. And I want you to make a guess. I'm going to give you a hint. He played in the Big 8 conference in the 1980s, and he went on to have a very respectable, pretty lengthy NBA career. And yes.
Am I
very
right?
Nice. Yes. You got it.
Freaking way.
13. Dude, and he did it twice.
The only point guard I could think of from the Big 8.
Billy Tubbs loved him.
Wow.
And for good reason.
Dude, I'm like you and who am I?
2 different times. Huh? Look at that.
Man.
A little bit of David Blaine magic happening here with you. But Hannah Hidalgo is only the second most fascinating women's basketball player that I have for us to discuss today, because Audie Crooks of Iowa State put up 43 points, and I believe it was 19 minutes and 56 seconds the other night. Iowa State Cyclones. Right there. Look at this. 43 points, 7 boards, 18 of 23 from the field in only 20 minutes of play. In fact, 4 seconds less than that she needed to put up 43. Have you ever seen Audie Crooks play before, Ron? Because it was a short time ago that there was a sensation out of Iowa that got a lot of people watching women's basketball, and perhaps now we have another one at the State College of Iowa, or State University, whatever the fuck it is officially.
The flagship university.
Yeah, the flagship.
So the truth is, she's built like me, which is fine. And I have seen her play. And it absolutely proves my point that there's no way any women, now this is not 58-year-old Ron, because or 59-year-old Ron, not that, but all she does is
she kind of moves like 59-year-old Ron.
She does,
though,
dude.
She?
She catches the ball and she turns and then she shoots. And the other girls are just not physically strong enough to deal with that much. It's just physics. It's just physics.
It's like
she's
a
not
junior
athletic.
high game.
Yeah, she's not athletic.
She's like the ginormous kid who dominated puberty.
Yes.
And then is just too physically much for the other 13-year-olds to handle.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, 100%
just physical
props to her.
Dominance.
Like total props to her for finding a sport that her build, her ability, she can just dominate. And it's candy from babies. It's so easy.